here for another legacy, for another Elves League. We're against good old Gristlepuff. The very, very, very talented legacy player. Bob, I'm not sure what Bob has been playing recently. He rolled a 6. I mean, I'm gonna keep this against basically anything. It gets to grind pretty well, so it makes it pretty easy to keep. But I know sometimes he plays combo, but most of the time he's a Delver player. But I know he's played depths and basically anything in the format, so it's hard to tell. Looks like Esper Vile would be my guess. So I can play out a Ranger, or I can go and fetch a Dryad Arbor. And my falling trinket speed a little better. Not that much better, actually. I think I'm better off getting a Dryad Arbor though this turn. I would assume this is Esper Vile. Which, I know from the Vile side I've been playing a decent amount of the deck recently. I'm fine with the Elves matchup. If this Dryad Arbor gets Swords Plastered, it's gonna feel pretty bad, but I've gotta get it here. Okay, I was like... Might think we're on Delver. Could be on Rug Delver. Rug Delver is something that plays Wood of Foothills. Man, I'm kind of scared to get this Dryad Arbor now. I'm still gonna get it. If they want to use Swords of Plowshares here, it's fine by me. Okay, cool, they didn't. I'm gonna jam a Visionary. Now, interesting. I wonder if he just didn't have a stop. It's very unfortunate to join the once upon a time after I've cast my first spell. But it is what it is. Smart. That was a really good draw. So they do play Wasteland in their deck, so I do have to keep that in mind if I Cradle here. I can't really make Glimpse do anything this turn. I could just play second Visionary and pass. I don't think that's very good though. I think I'm playing the Cradle here. I think they would have played Wasteland if they had it. It's kind of my thought process here. Hopefully I don't get Plague Engineered. It'd be very bad. I guess I don't want to F6. There might be a reason I have to bounce a Forest. I'm gonna dig for Wasteland here. Or Plague Engineer. Or Recruit of the Guard land Plague Engineer. If I get Plague Engineer, I'm just dead. There's nothing I can do. Damn it. It's really bad. This is even worse. The only thing that's worse than a Wasteland is getting Plague Engineered. Oh? Oh. I literally can't beat that. I guess that's a reason to have the Peacekeeper main deck. I think I actually just can't beat that. Yeah, because eventually they're just going to... That's unfortunate. I'm just dead. I can't beat this. They can make their board big enough to where I can't... They can just Plague Engineer. They will eventually draw Plague Engineer, and they Plague Engineer, and then they Soul Herder, and they start blinking this thing a bunch. I just can't beat it. That was unfortunate. Definitely the removal. We need to be able to kill both Peacekeeper and... excuse me. Other card. Plague Engineer. That was on their Moldify too. To be fair, their Moldify was really good, but that was on their Moldify. I think Progenitus is good. Let's take out Crater Hoof. Shave on combo. And I guess not. Shaving natural order when you have Progenitus in your deck is a little I think it's still correct though. There's still 2 in the deck. That's still a lot. If it was post-war, we could still win that game though, because we can make enough mana to draw through our deck and eventually draw one of the removal spells. Yeah, I can get behind this hand. The question is, how do I want to sequence things? Definitely keeping no matter what. I think turn 1 I'm getting Dryad Arbor. Yeah. Not with Green Sun, I think I'm just fetching it. I think I want to get Allosaurus Rider with this. Or I need to get something that's gonna provide value. Then maybe I shouldn't do that into the face of a Swords of Plowshares. I'm not sure that I can play Scared of Plow all day though. Yeah, if they have it, I've got to get out of their hand anyways. Okay, that's fine. I'm probably gonna wind up using my Green Sun. Yeah, I'm gonna Green Sun now. If they just had like a Vial on turn 1, things were gonna work out very well for us. Let's see what they name. They named Abrupt Decay. Well, we actually only have 1 Decay in the deck and it's 2 trophies. That was literally the perfect draw. Nice. I think I sacked Nettle. Yeah. Go get the progenitus. It's a disease. It's the disease that kills you in 2 turns. Oh, I should have sacked Dryad Arbor. Oh, they're gonna go get Peacekeeper. Yeah, they went and grabbed Peacekeeper. That's fine. That was with your first Legacy deck, you got stolen. That's so sad. That's so sad, Yuzum. Oh my god. You just like broke my heart. Oh my god, that just broke my heart. That was so expensive. Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's insanely expensive. Cradles have always been a ton, and they just like shot up to $1,000 recently. Yeah, but when you rugged Elves, so it wasn't literally yours. Yeah, you weren't just like stuck the whole weekend. That's good. That's still so, man. Oh, that's rough. I hadn't played Elves in a while. I was playing it a lot. It was like my second deck of choice outside of like the 4-color mid-range decks. Well, 3 to 4-color mid-range decks, but this card is the nut. I'm not gonna change anything. Yeah, that's awful. I'm pretty lucky that I've had people be able to loan me stuff throughout, because I haven't been able to afford Legacy. Like I couldn't very easily afford it even now. But like when I was in high school and stuff, I mean, there's no way. Luckily, the people in Magic are fantastic. You're using my sheet, nice. How's it working out? Oh yeah, you got it from Ryan. If you have any recommended changes, let me know. I haven't messed with it a ton, but it's sweet looking at your win rate. Yeah, it's probably stupid high because you're an insane grinder. You use it to flex on Ryan, lol. That's fantastic. I'm gonna keep this hand. I think Glimpse and Visionary make this good enough. I can fetch Dryad Arbors. I haven't updated my personal once in a while. I need to get back to doing that. Ooh, another Glimpse is neat. Was adding Popper. Yeah, he asked me about that. if he doesn't, I mean, I guess he plays every format, right? I was gonna say, if he doesn't play standard, he can just literally replace the word standard with popper and it works. But if you play literally every format, it would require a fifth column. He named Abrupt Decay again. Yeah, he's an actual. That is a little too degen for me. I think I'm just gonna visionary here. He's like the modern pioneer. Modern, they're both sweet right now. I think I'm just visionarying. Yeah. I could protect myself from Wasteland, but if he's spending his turn Wastelanding, I think it's fine by me. Yeah, I mostly play. I mean, I play Modern Pioneer. Obviously, I'm playing Legacy right now, but it's because of the Man Trader series. I was sick of losing streak about 2 weeks ago. Now you're back on a bit here. Nice. Are you still? I like hearing that you're back on a heater. Are you still playing that? Oh, what's that deck called? That blue-green deck that you guys were working on? Man Traders Omega Lol. I mean, I'll take the money. The tournaments are free value. Junsack. That was what I was gonna pick up next. Are you liking it so far? Force pitch brainstorm. You went ham with it, 11-3. That's nutty. That's actually insane. Dude, that Birchwood Rangers is really good. Like an actual debate of how I want to move forward. What's up, Ryan? How's it going? The match is abysmal, but feels good versus everything else. That's probably a good place to be, right? Not many people are playing the control stuff, right? I can bounce Vision, untap Arbor, and then I can go and get a Nettle. Your 3 lost over to S for control. Oh, I guess that deck is popular, right? So if I go get Nettle... Oh, but then I'm stuck, actually. So I should actually not do that. Right. Well, I can bounce. Do I have a land drop? No, I don't. If I had a land drop, it would be easy. Like, I think it would actually be easy. I'm not just saying that because I think so. Like, I think... So let's see here. If I make mana, I can bounce, untap 2, I can green some for Nettle. Oh, this is weird. I can bounce, so if I tap these, and then I bounce this, untap this, then I have 2 mana. I can green some for Nettle, and then that's 1 mana. I can cast the Ranger, untap the Nettle, then I have 1 mana again. And then I can bounce the Elf. Oh wait, then I'm out of Elf drops. Or I need a Druid. Yeah, but I can't. If I get Druid off of this, I'm stuck. I mean, I can try to just draw enough cards to kill them next turn, because they're gonna play Peacekeeper next turn anyways. One, bounce on top, Nettle, have 1 mana, recast on top, have 1. I can set for next turn, yeah, exactly. Which means I'm best off. I can just bounce this Visionary and then recast it. I think is the best thing to do. There's some Galaxy. I don't think there is. I think I'm actually just stuck. Doesn't do anything. Alright. Yeah, I didn't see it. If there was a line, I just didn't see it. And I don't think I'm necessarily too dumb to see it, but I think I was just stuck. I assume this is Peacekeeper. Yeah. So Peacemaker, Peacekeeper. I can't attack. Nobody can attack. But so they named Abrupt Decay with this, but I actually have 2 Assassin Trophies in my deck. I should have bounced my Visionary during end step, I think. So basically, I have to natty draw. We storm out a trophy, yeah, exactly. So I guess the first thing I should do is probably. Well, I just have to green sun here. I think I'm obviously green sunning. But it's a question of do I want to green sun? Well, I'm definitely glimpsing here. I think I green sun for Nettle first thing. Yeah. It just makes more mana that way. And I think Nettling here is better than getting Druid. Oh, well, there it is. That was really difficult to find. I want to find a rider. Okay. Glimpse of Nature is a really balanced magic card. Wow, what a call shot. Yeah, I know. I want to find a second one before I, just for like pure safety, I guess. Game is over. Yeah, I mean, they can't even do that, so I guess I'm not really playing around anything. Yeah, they can't even have that. I thought they had 3 cards in hand, to be honest. A sicko grinder? I see your name literally all the time. I would consider you one of the top grinders for sure. Alright, we got there. Game 1 we lose to Peacekeeper, post 4 not so much, you can just glimpse off. Which is great. Outsource rare, so done. Alright, we got that first round against Bob. This hand sucks though. This hand's pretty good, I'm gonna keep it for sure. Outsource Shepherd's really playing a dual role here. Both just being a win con and also helping our other cards do stuff. In jamming with you, I think it's made you a lot better. Oh, I didn't realize you two were playing together, that's sick. Yeah, I bet. You two, and like, I mean, I'm glad you've been coming in here and hanging out because you're really good at explaining stuff. And I think you and Doomway combined results in a lot of good stuff. Just because you two are both pretty solid at explaining things to each other and you're both just good at Magic. Did you play in the showcase qualifier last week? You don't stream? No, but you coming into like my stream and other streams and talking and hanging out and really talking through lines. He was in the showcase, yeah. I've yet to qualify for one of those things. I just get completely shafted in the challenges, and I'm like, oh, okay. I also haven't been trying that hard, to be honest. I haven't been putting much time into Magic outside of the stream. You scrubbed hard, but the field was off. Dude, when I saw who was in the field, I was like, Jesus Christ. I was like, I'm almost glad I didn't qualify. Yeah, that field is insane. You made the top 8 the challenge the night before because Bulova is a nice guy and scooped you in. Oh, that's awesome. Bulova's gas. Astrolabe. Okay, so we're playing at Snowco. Wait, ew? I guess I'm just Shepherd plus Sentineling here. Feels kind of bad to do that. I kind of don't want to show them the Shepherd because then they can like kill it. I'd prefer to use as. I think I just have to though. I could also Green Sun for Elvish Visionary, which I think is pretty reasonable to do here, honestly. Actually, I'm gonna do that. I want to try to save the creatures in my hand so that... Oh no, I'm a moron! That's not an Elvish Visionary. I thought I had 3 mana. Do I have an Arbor? I could have grabbed Arbor. I could still grab Arbor. I'm also a moron. Oh well. I could also just grab a Shepherd. Or I can grab Birchler Rangers, actually. Actually, I'm gonna grab Birchler. No, Arbor would definitely set me up. I'm just a moron. I thought I could go get Visionary because I thought I had 3 mana, but that's not how that works. You don't get the mana from Guy's Girl before their creature comes into play. Yeah, no, I haven't had a big drive to... I've been enjoying the content side of Magic a lot more than the actual playing side. So I haven't had a huge drive to like get better and actually like do well in showcases and things like that. Which I know that's like kind of bad of me to both do and say, but my head's just been in a weird spot with competitive Magic recently. That was a good draw. How much mana can I make this turn? If I play the Shepherd, which I will obviously do, it's 4, 5, 6. I can't do enough to matter, is what it comes down to. I can't Crater Hoof this turn. I can make all my creatures 6/6s and then not do anything with said 6/6. Actually, I could probably cast it. If I tap Ranger Sentinel, I play the Shepherd, and then I tap Shepherd Sentinel. It says 1, 2, 6, 7. Oh, I can cast a Hoof. Play around Dead of Winter. That's true. They could also have Swords plus... It wouldn't surprise me if they had a Swords plus a... Force. If they had Swords, I think they would have played it. I think they would have taken me off of mana. Not really sure about that. Mars, meh. They usually well with Dredge. Yeah, it makes sense. I think Pioneer. I haven't played Pioneer that much. I want to get back into it. I can also just use the 6/6 mode here to get in a lot of damage, which I think is actually going to be my play. Actually, that's just what I'm going to do. A lot of people play poorly against Dredge. I think that's true. I think a lot of people don't know how to play against Dredge. I agree. Yeah, and I mean, how much does data matter? I'm not exactly sure, but I think it could be useful. I know, like, there are people that are way better at... I know, like, the Ponza group that I work with, that I sometimes talk in and work with a bit, they have some crazy data stuff going on in order to try and optimize deck lists. And, like, what they have going data-wise is almost too far, I think, in the data direction. I think Magic's more of an art than a numbers game a lot of the time. But I think it's also helpful to know, like, are you performing poorly? Where are you performing poorly? And the main thing for me is, like, actually typing in where your wins. Actually typing in when you're losing and what matchups, or where you're winning and what matchups. And is it game 1s, 2s, and 3s? I think that actually matters a lot. It forces self-reflection, psychologically. And that, like, back of your head stuff is more relevant than I think people give credit for. Perform more, yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think that's most of Magic. I think it works really well for almost all of Magic. That's when I'm losing. When you're losing, you play worse. Yeah, you just get, like, not necessarily tilted. I guess that's, like, a part of it more likely, but yeah, I think that breaks are underrated from playing. That's like I O2 dropped the S for a while, and I was like, I want to change the pace, and I picked this back up. But then you start second guessing your lines, which are probably correct overall. Yes, for sure. Yeah, it's so hard to separate because you have to make decisions so quickly. It's so hard to, especially in real life. I guess on Moto you don't have to worry as much. Tanking is a lot more allowed because chess clock, right? But yeah, like, a lot of it has to be based on your actual intuition, and emotion can really get in the way if you have to make decisions quickly. I think Moto chess clock helps with that stuff a lot. I think that's why Moto makes people such good players. level of competition is nuts. That is also true. But the level of competition is insane. I wonder if I can... I can go get another shepherd. I have no mana floating. This is 5, 6, 7. Or no, wait, I'm sorry. 2, 0. Then I just have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 7, 8. And then that's... I can just go get a second shepherd, actually. I don't hate that. Yeah, let's do that. Maybe it makes you better. Yeah, because especially now, but like back then, like, I mean, I started playing Moto 4 years ago, so I'm not like super old in the program, but like, dude, people are insane on Moto, and it's what made me a good player, I think. As good as maybe I am or am not, I don't know. I like to think I'm good at least. Are they gonna counter the green sun? Alright, we're back to square one. Okay, so I can't Crater Hoof anymore. I can just, like, bash their face in. For 10. Or I can play Vendetta Winner. You started playing Moto 2 months ago? Only 2 months ago? Dude, I've seen your name so much. Holy shit. That's insane. I see your name literally everywhere, I feel like. I mean, you're putting into work and it's putting in results, which is amazing, right? I thought you were older than that. That's actually pretty nutty. I kind of don't want to play a Vendetta Winner. I think I just want to bash for 10. You only have one challenge. Have I played it? No, I should play Vendetta Winner. I should be smart. Because next turn I can Crater Hoof anyways. You only have one challenge and one showcase top 8? Man, I just feel like I've seen your name so much. I mean, like, still, like, only play mode for 2 months and then getting a challenge and showcase top 8 is still nuts. Like, that's a lot, still. It's the only thing I lose to. Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I still lose to, like, second swords plus force, I guess. It might have decay here. Yeah. If anything, I just lost out on a bunch of damage. That's a good draw. How do we draw some goodies here? It wasn't that good of a goodie. It's okay though. I'm gonna get into extra point of damage. Yeah. I need extra point damage relevant enough. I probably read the winner's 100% line. I think it's the only thing you lose to. Yeah, probably. I think that Forcible is so good against me here. Because I don't have any. I mean, there are more Shepherds in the deck, but I have to draw them. Big old Dryad Arbor. I mean, they only have 4 cards in hand. Second Cradle, I think I just go for it. 5, 6, 7. I don't even have to use the second Cradle though. I'm just gonna second Cradle. Alright, we're going for it. I don't think there's a better time than now. They just might not have it. I don't think it's getting better. They're really trying to get there. Don't get there. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yes! Sometimes they don't have it. Yeah, I mean, it's not getting better, right? They're just gonna bring back Uro and draw more cards. Like, no way. Just gotta go for it. It's nice to see that Elves was at 2019 out of the format. Yeah, because we got 2020. we got this 2020 card. That's how I win most of my games. I think it's Magic in general, right? You just jam. You gotta jam most of the time. I hope they don't get there. I think jamming is underrated, honestly. Maybe, I mean, maybe I'm just a nematode. I don't know, but. Let's side out pieces of the combo and a Crater Hoof for his Progenitus. I'm bringing in all this removal because of not only Oko, and they could have Leovold, but mainly Plague Engineer. They become a little more of a mid-range deck is fine. I don't want to dilute the deck too much with Thought Seizes, so I don't bring them in. I didn't put more like X cards and stop you and then just hope they don't have X. Yeah. I mean, they only had 4 cards. The odds they have it, decent. Is the game getting better? I think is the biggest question. I think people might try to play around things for a really long time there and try to like be able to double spell or draw to another Shepherd or a Green Sun or a Cavern, but I think it's better to just jam there because things aren't getting better once they put an Uro in play. the old double cradle hand. Big fat mulligan. That's what that hand is. I probably also mulligan. I am going to keep this hand. I'm not sure what I'm gonna put away. I kind of want to put away the Dryad Arbor so I can... I want to green some for Dryad Arbor, so then I can just untap and glimpse. And if it resolves, then it's huge, because then I can query and Ranger into a second Ranger, just draw two. Which seems pretty good to me. Yeah, I'm gonna put away this thing. The Querying Rangers really help make one-landers keepable. You can reuse the one land multiple times in a turn. So you're like, you're not exactly out mana, but you kind of are. Most of the time they don't play Wasteland, so we're just gonna grab Bayou for our first land. I haven't seen any lists with Wasteland recently. I think people were at first, but then they realized that's just super greedy when you're already playing all these basics. I think there's a decent argument to bottom the trophy. I'm really glad I bottomed the Arbor and didn't draw a second one. Because then the Green Sun would be pretty wacky. The Green Sun would just actually not be very good in our hand. Also, who knows, if I bottomed the Dryad Arbor, Moto might not have decided to put another Dryad Arbor on top of my deck. I'm still in like full belief in that conspiracy theory. I still like, it happens too often. It's so annoying. And at this point, I don't think it's me just like, you know, being biased. Alright, I have a feeling this Dryad Arbor is super dead. But I guess we'll find out. Our opponent is also taking their sweet old time on non-decisions. But it's okay. It's a chess clock. They can spend their time how they want. We've done our fair share of tanking ourselves, so... They did not have swords. Here's passing again, okay. I'm just gonna cast Glimpse and see if it resolves. Thinking, lol. LOL, it resolves. Are they gonna kill it now? They should definitely just kill it on their turn. You know what, it's okay though. Our opponent can do whatever they want with their lives. Thinking, lol. Yeah, who needs to do that? Especially inexperienced, like, yes, for sure. I think people don't really do it as much in Modern anymore, I don't think, but in Legacy, people that aren't familiar with the format definitely do it too much, I agree. Well, especially, like, they let the Korean Ranger resolve, and then they did it, which is, like, kind of even, like, weirder, I think. Gross. Yeah, name Elf. I get it. I really don't want to give them a mana on their turn. So I guess I'm waiting till end step to trophy. I don't really like giving them an extra draw though. I think the mana matters too much. Though it does mean I get to attack for 2 this turn. How much does the mana matter? They already have 3 lands. It matters if they have Uro, because it lets them like Uro a lot easier. I guess there could also be something way worse waiting in the wings. It does also give them a extra draw step. I'm doing it now. If they have Force of Negation, then they could just hard cast it. And I'd rather force them to have Force plus blue card. Okay. They didn't have the Force, but I think they would hold up the mana to hard cast it anyways. So I think I'm gonna go get Symbiote. Which is not an elf. Notably. They only have 1 card in hand. Okay. I mean, if we draw Natural Order, we could just cast it and go get Progenitus. Oh, God. Get out of here, dude. Man, I hope I just rip a Natural Order off the top. And just go grab Progenitus. I mean, we drew an Abrupt Decay, but it's not like it really does much here. Annoying. Man, they drew the second Plague Engineer. It's actually really gross. Especially considering we drew the second answer. I think I just have to decay now to save clock. We only have 1 more answer to Plague Engineer in our deck. Or just drawing Natural Order. All I need is Natural Order. Man, if their card left is Force of Will, it's gonna be very sad. Ugh. I cannot hard cast Crater Hoof if I was to draw it. It's actually relevant. They chose to not shuffle? Oh god. Oh no. That's not good. I feel very dead. Very, very dead. Come on, deck. I just need a natural order. Ponder. They chose to not shuffle. We put... I don't think we put natural order on the bottom. This is unfortunate. I keep dropping cards, so I'm shuffling. Oh well. This is very unfortunate. The second Plague Engineer, we drew the second answer, but then the Force for the first one. I guess they were probably gonna tap out for the Plague Engineer, so I guess I just shouldn't have trophied. It just would have super gotten them. I'm gonna scoop. I am done. That was unfortunate, but that is also a part of the game. I'm not gonna change anything, I don't see a reason to. I could have played that trophy differently. Yeah, I'm definitely keeping this hand. Double Shepherd. Pretty good. Hopefully the green sun, hopefully the Once Upon a Time hits a Cradle. That's really what I'm looking for here. Just looking for a fat guy's Cradle. That is not a fat guy's Grail. Symbiote's really good though. I think I'm just gonna grab it. Again, I don't necessarily need a second land because the Queer and Ranger allows me to use the same land multiple times. Also, I'm gonna go grab a Dried Arbor with this Green Sun anyways. I would say if they force that, I mean, forcing negating it I think might be reasonable, but not really. I could have also forced them to win a game last game and then timed them out, but I think it's pretty disingenuous. I'd rather just play out the league. I'm not opposed to timing people out, but I think intentionally timing people out's a different story. When you're running on like no outs, I think it's correct. correct. Will our opponent learn from last time and Swords to Plowshares instead of letting me untap? Well, at least they didn't hold up Swords to Plowshares. That would have been something else. They chose to not shuffle. Okay, didn't draw land. It's not that big of a deal. I could... There's a lot of different things I can do here. I think I'm definitely supposed to wire wood. So I could make... bounce on top, so they have 2. Green sign for 1 doesn't really do anything. Well, I could get Heritage Druid. And then just continue to flood the board. Actually, wait. I think that's correct. Because then next turn... Well, in order for me to activate the Shepherd, I have to tap all my dudes. So it's not great. Because I didn't hit the cradle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bounce 5. 6. I'll just play a Shepherd. I do kind of need to draw something to win the game. If I draw a Cradle, they're just dead. Quite literally. Okay. It's fine. That's unfortunate. Man, if I get Plague Engineered, I'm just dead. I don't think there's anything I can do about it, though. I could just once upon a time here and try to just super rip off the top. Cradle. It doesn't kill them, though. It does a lot of damage, but it doesn't kill them. I think it's likely correct. Visionary's good, though. Let's grab the Visionary. I don't think I should Green Sun for anything here. I can go get Heritage Druid, but I don't think it actually does anything for me. I'm just gonna hope they don't have Plague Engineer, because I can't beat it anyways. Oh, thank God. Oh, that feels so good. They didn't have it. Oh my God. ZW Drew, thanks for the follow. Hope you're doing well today. Okay, so I think they kept a 2-lander and just drew the 3rd land, which means they probably have I would assume that they have the engineer. There's not really a way for me to insulate myself from it though. Like I can make 6 mana, but it doesn't actually do that much. Let's grab a symbiote. Actually, I think I'm gonna use the ranger again. I need to flip mana first. Interesting. Man, I'm so confident that they have a this stupid playing engineer at this point. I think I'm gonna bounce the shepherd. I think I want to save it because the visionary I have in my hand is redundant. All right, play your engineer. I guess Dead of Winter would actually be worse. The reason I was activating the ranger there to untap the arbor so I could replay the visionary and potentially top deck Gaia's Cradle. It just happened to not work out. Well, they don't have engineer because they would just slammed it. So I'm not sure what they do have. Just a handful of abrupt decays, I guess. Rainstorm. Alright. Because they fetched, I was almost expecting one of the 3 drops. They're still digging towards it though. Like they still don't have it at all. The thing is our mana output is drastically reduced because we don't have that Dried Arbor. Okay. I'm gonna bounce a visionary. I think I just need that amount of value this game. Again, just really hoping they don't have one of the scary 3 drops. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Well, I can just kill that, so I'm not really scared of that. I'm scared of that, though. That's gonna just literally wipe my board. There's not a real way for me to prevent that from happening. I unless I hit a Heritage Druid. If I find a Heritage Druid, I can actually stop it. None of those are Heritage Druid. Alright, well it looks like we're going to be rebuilding from square one. Just they're going to be able to use counter spells. I guess I attack all at Narset. I still want to attack one at them, I think. I think putting it to 7 is actually a relevant number. And if I can get a swords out of their hand in exchange, I think that's fine with me. Yup. Nothing I can do about that. Now we draw the cradle. It's okay though. Yeah, they're not just like F6ing flying through turns anymore. I mean, unless they drew one for their draw step, they don't have another one, so though they can brainstorm into engineer, or if they just find it in a row, they're gonna get to stabilize. Okay. I can actually kill that, though the 3/3 is kind of a problem. I can kill the 3/3 though. Ooh, that was a good draw. How much mana can I make this turn? 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh wait, can I kill them? If I green sun for Rider. If I green sun for Rider, they're dead. Unless they have swords. I kind of doubt they have swords at this point. Alright, if they don't have their 4 Swords of Plowshares, they're dead here. Sick. Alright, we got there just in the kind of nick of time there. If they got to, they weren't gonna get to untap with the Oko, and I think we can eventually take over the long game, but it depends on what else is in our hand. I mean, I can like trophy the Oko, or I can decay it, but they probably just have another one in their hand. So who knows what happens, but that worked out really well, being able to go get that Shepherd. They probably thought that X equals 1 was just like a non-factor, so they didn't force it. They were just probably afraid of other things, and then it wound up getting there, because make everything 5/5s. Alright, we're here for round 3. Oh, at least this is one of my buddies I used to with. This hand, drawing a Crater Host sucks, but everything else about it's really good. I'm gonna keep it. Even though it has a Crater Hoof, this hand can actually generate a lot of mana because of the Cradle that's in it. Plus, like, if I was to look at this as a 6-card hand, I would snap keep anyways. Ooh, I like the Shepherd. Sentinel is also good. So let's see here. If I get Shepherd, I think I go Land Rangers and I untap and I Shepherd, Cradle. I have 1, 2, 3 mana. So I guess it's not enough to do a ton of stuff. I think it's the Shepherd no matter what. I'd rather them kill the Rangers than Shepherd anyways. The Shepherd also scales better with the natural order that's in my hand. Once upon a time. I wonder if we're playing a mirror. This hand's actually pretty well set up in the mirror. I just wish I had taken the Sentinel instead. If it turns out to be that. The Shepherd still works. We're gonna wind up natural ordering on turn 3. Okay, we're playing as Depths. Game 1 we can race. Well, they probably have like Thoughtseize or something here. Yeah. Well, they can't take natural order with Inquisition, which is good. Bad news is they're probably gonna take the Visionary. Though they might take Shepherd, it's hard to tell. Typically they don't have the Tabernacle. Sometimes they do in a sideboard, but not super often. Yeah, they took Visionary. Alright, well, there's no reason for me to expose the Cradle to a Wasteland. So I'm just gonna play the Shepherd, and I'm gonna play the Catacombs and plan to go get a Dryad Arbor. Just gonna attack here. There's a Reclaimer. There's a land. Alright. So this is gonna nab that natural order. Next turn. That's an interesting draw. What can I do with that? So right now I have 6 mana. It doesn't really do that much. 3, 4, 5. Down to 3. I can go get a Symbiote. Symbiote doesn't do anything. I might have the Visionary and try to piece things together for next turn. What else can I do? What else can I do? I can go and get, like, Symbiote doesn't really do that much, and no matter what creature I get, I could, what if I got Ranger? Ranger, bounce this on top. 4, 5, again 6 mana. I can make this a 5/5 for 1 turn. Not sure that that's relevant. I can put them to 11, then they play a Hexmage, and then they play like Depths Pass or something. Then they have 2 blockers. They block here. But then this is then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So then I'm getting the hoof anyways. So dealing 5 this turn is actually relevant. Right, and I can't do that, right? 4, 5, 6, 11. They have 2 blockers. But that doesn't matter because I'm gonna hoof them next turn because it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's just hoof. And then that's game. The hoof is for sure lethal, right? Because that's 20, 23, 28. Spread out. Okay. Or no, wait, am I short of mana the following turn? Because I forgot, this Bayou will be in my hand if I do this play. 5, 6, 7, 8. But then that's not enough. I can't beat depths if I do that unless I top deck a land. I guess if I top deck a creature that works, it still wins. No, it doesn't. I think I have to Visionary. Okay. It's definitely lethal next turn. Now it is. Unless they Thoughtseize this hoof away. 5, 6, 7. I just tap like these 2 and that's 8. Hoof. Untap this. It's 24, 27, 29, 34 damage coming in. They block this, which is 11 of that damage. Okay. At least, I'm not getting depths this turn though, is what that means. Oh, well that was pretty good. Well, they're just dead here anyways, right? I just attack all out. The Crater Hoof line is technically safer, right? It's like the same. I think this is actually slightly better. What's the way I lose? I think Glacial Chasm. It's the only thing I can think of. Every elf is now a dinosaur. Alright. There's nothing that could have saved them there. I guess if they push something, but then they lose this, they're just losing the game. Alright. Well, here... I know they get like a couple removal spells post-board. I think they also have Plague Engineer typically, so I have to board for that. But my main game plan is just going to revolve around killing them as quick as I can. I don't think Progenitus does it. I think I have to just Crater Hoof. Yeah, I'm gonna say I just have to Crater Hoof. In terms of what to side out, though, oh, that's tough. Maybe the Birch Lore. The Birch Lore like helps with comboing a little bit, but it's not the best. Probably Shepherd, actually. They can't counter anything. It's a good win con, but it's not as great as doing the other things in the deck. I might be able to take out a land on the draw. I might be able to take out the Cavern. Nah, I think that's too greedy. Maybe not, actually. They're definitely not countering anything. I think siding out two of these makes sense. I'm not sure about the Birch Lures. I think maybe I set a Visionary, actually. Normally you never want to cut it, but I think this matchup goes so fast that I just have to naturally draw the things. Maybe the Abrupt Decay is... well, they might keep a hand that's reliant on Plague Engineer, which makes Decay Trophy good. I think Trophy's good in general, because I can kill Dark Depths with it. So there's that. If this hand had one regular land in it, this would be a snap keep. Easy. But this hand doesn't have it, so it's a mulligan. But that's typically true, right? If your hand doesn't have lands, it probably has good spells. Yes, mulligan. They kept 7. Right. Keeping this. I'm gonna put away the decay and just hope to get there. There's a reclaimer. Okay. I'm gonna go grab a Dryad Arbor. crop rotation. Is this for a wasteland? For a black source. Alright, they took the glimpse, so now our hand basically does nothing. Which is a little unfortunate. I'm gonna save one druid in my hand. I think. Yeah, because I'm gonna get another Dried Arbor with his foothills. And then hopefully we draw... We need to draw something big here. Okay, so they're 1 mana off from Depths combo, but they typically have Elves Spirit Guide in the deck. So... Okay. Sacking now. I wonder what this is for. Is it a tabernacle? That would suck. That's good. Alright, we have to top deck anyways. But now we don't have 3 elves, so I can't actually Heritage Druid anything. I do have access to 4 mana though, so if I draw a natural order, we win. Also, if I draw Assassin's Trophy, I can nab the depths. Let's spin the wheel. Wirewood Symbiote, Visionary. Take the Visionary. Why does I attack with these two? Oh. It's pretty good. I'm gonna hold it in my hand and not cast the druids. In case I draw a glimpse. I think all of this makes sense. Yeah. I wanna keep making glimpse a scary draw. But we have to draw some gas here. Natural order, glimpse. Alright, we still have a shot. We have one more draw. Alright, deck. Alright, so we have 2 draws at things. The question is, do I have the Dryad Arbors? I don't think so. I think I just... No, I think I do tap them. I assume I'm supposed to grab Symbiote here. How much mana is this? 7? Yeah. And then make this. I will untap here, bounce here. Alright, deck. Need to keep the chain going. Once Upon a Time is not the best at keeping the chain going, but Heritage Druid is not bad at it. Wow. That was a really good draw. I kinda think I need a Once Upon a Time into an Elf here, though. No, I think this is still correct. I actually might be supposed to bounce a Heritage Druid. Yeah, I think that's actually correct. No. It's here. Get 2 draws. I think I'm gonna brick. I think I messed up. I think I was actually supposed to bounce a Druid. Because there's nothing I can Once Upon a Time into. Yeah. That sucks. I think I did mess up. I guess let's see what the top 5 would have been. That was really close. I would have had extra mana. Ugh. I don't know. I got super tight there at the end. The Shepherd... I think I still do shave the 1 Visionary. Still think it makes the most sense. Just gonna resubmit. So I would have had 1 less draw, but I had the Once Upon a Time anyways. I think I was supposed to bounce Heritage Druid. I just kind of miss out on mana basically. This hand is gas. Definitely keeping. It does need a Cradle, but there we go. I think I just play Dryad Arbor. Yeah, I'm gonna play the Arbor. They're not killing a turn 1 Arbor that often. If they do, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. On my turn, I can do a Small Glimpse, which which I think makes the most sense. And draw 2. Another turn 1 Reclaimer should make sense. Another turn 1 Crop Rot for an Urborg to Thoughtseize. You're gonna take Glimpse. I'm not gonna be left with completely nothing, but it's basically nothing. It's pretty good. I'm gonna play Harry's Druid. I'm gonna go get Dried Arbor. Okay. At least I'm not getting depths this turn. Not drawing very well though. I think I still don't cast a Symbiote. Yeah, I need my Glimpse to still be useful. The issue here is if they do have the depths, they can copy it twice. Well, wait. It depends on what they do first. If they stage first, it's not gonna go well for them. Yeah, if they didn't turn 1 Thoughtseize and we got the mini Glimpse off, it's gonna be pretty good. Alright, they do have the depths. Hopefully they play it incorrectly. At this point, that's all I can hope for. Because that's not winning the game for me. Unfortunate. If they stage first, we're good. Yes. Alright. We're good. Unless they have a Crop Rot, and then we're still dead. But hopefully that just bought a ton of time. Did they only play 1 basic forest? Well, hopefully there's not a second depths. Okay, well there's a Green's Horse. There's a Bob. We're not immediately dead, unless they have Crop Rot in hand. But can also top deck here. That does it? Yeah, that's game. Insane. That was nuts. If they used the Hex Mage first, we were dead. We also got super lucky to draw the Green Sun and the trophy. Better lucky than good though, you know? Grab my boy Crater Hoof. They had the crop rot too. How unfortunate. Yeah, so I didn't have the extra turn. But hey, I mean, that's this format and honestly Magic in general. He's a buddy of mine, so I'm letting him know that he actually had the kill. That was a super close match though. But yeah, if they sack the Hex Mage the first time instead of staging, what happens is the depths goes to 0 counters and the trigger goes on the stack, and if I'm to trophy it, in response he can stage it and keep the depths that's the copy, and then I lose the game to the 2020 that turn. So that one extra turn, I wound up top decking the Green Sun and I managed to get there. That's really all it takes in this format. One minor misstep can open a can of worms. But Magic's hard, and a part of it is learning. Alright, here for round 4. On the play, which is great. And this hand is beautiful. Easy keep. The question is, turn 1, do I play something, or do I go try and get Dried Arbor? Well, if turn 1 I get Dried Arbor, and then I go... Dude, Cradle for 3. I get Natural Order on turn 2, but it doesn't actually result in a win. Unless I draw another Elf. I'm gonna do the Dried Arbor thing. If they kill it, it's not that big of a deal. Well, they're not killing it, it looks like. It's really funny if this is... Oh man, if this is a Punishing Fire. If it's a Punishing Fire, I'm just gonna walk into it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Alright, they didn't have it, so they're dead. They're not actually dead. They're not dead this turn. They're dead next turn. I could have sacked and gotten a whatever that card is called, a Crater Hoof, but I can't actually attack with. I don't have any actual creatures to attack with. I can attack with a Dryad Arbor, but actually that's not even true. Okay. So they're going to tap down the Cradle. It's not the end of the world. I don't know why I floated mana. I'm not going to use it. A Green Sun? I don't think that does anything. They're dead here if they don't have anything. I will untap this guy. Bounce this. That stops it too. They just played a force and passed? I guess if I played these two, 6, 9, I can go get another Crater Hoof. Alright. That's the world we live in. I'm just gonna get another one. If one hoof doesn't do the job, just get a second one, right? Alright, so they don't have... I guess they just didn't have Crop Rod to get Glacial Chasm. playing against lands. I mean, it's like true lands this time and not depths. But sideboarding is it's a little different. Progenitus actually wins this matchup. The removal is still good, especially Trophy. Decay's not as good, but you can use it to kill Exploration, which is relevant. Also, Surgical is good here. I think I definitely want the Progenitus, so I'm gonna cut a hoof. Shepherd doesn't do as much. If they have Chalice, Shepherd is good though, but I'm bringing in 3 answers for it, so I'm not super hard pressed. And then I think I'll shave Heritage Druid and Nettle. It's kind of like I just like to shave those in post-war matchups that are gonna go a while. Let's see here. How do I feel about this hand? How much mana can I make is always the question, right? Especially when it's a green sun type hand. I would go Forest, dude, turn 1, turn 2. Play another dude, Arbor. The Arbor probably gets wastelanded. I play another dude, and I can 7. I think his hand's fast enough. It has draws that make it faster. I think this is a turn 4 without drawing anything. Yep. Good old Bayou Field. I just don't have to worry about punishing fire here. That's a pretty solid draw. I am going to play a Shepherd. Just gonna slowly build things out. I wouldn't say too slowly, but get there eventually. What is this? Black green? The Abrupt Decay? Okay. They have no more lands in hand. I'm gonna Ranger Arbor. The Ranger protects the Arbor is the idea here. Okay. If they don't have anything, they're dead. I might expect too soon. Depending on what this is. Okay. I think they're still dead. Dried Arbor will protect itself. Protect the Quirion Ranger. Alright. We're gonna play the Are They Dead game. I can bounce this Forest, untap here, tap it, play Druid, play Cradle, that's 3 mana, go down to 2 mana, play Sentinel, make, so I have 2 mana floating, and then I can Green Sun for 1, go get a Symbiote. And then, or no, get Quirion Ranger. Hold on. I'm pretty sure I have lethal here. I just have to not be a dingus. So, bounce, untap. Cast Druid. Oh, I can go get Ranger. Oh, but then I don't have another force to bounce. Right, so I have to get Symbiote. Or I play this, play these two. FYI, my volume's very low. Can barely speak you with your sound at max. Let me turn it up a little bit. Let me know if that's better. When I'm talking to myself with this math, I'm not talking very loudly. So I think I just need to project better. I turn it up as much as I kind of can, I think. Sorry about that. Five, 10. Because I have to have 2 untapped creatures here is like the hard part. The easy part is everything else. Sentinel, Cradle, 3/2, Druid, 1/0. Go get a Symbiote. $12, $17, $18. Unless getting Symbiote really changes everything. So I can Cradle, untap Dryad, tap it, go Sentinel, Cradle, 3 mana, Druid, Green Sun down to 0. Oh, that just doesn't work in general. Unless I Cradle to Druid Sentinel 1/0, make 3, Green Sun down to 1. An untapped Sentinel, I go get Wildwood. So if I go get Wildwood, I mean, no matter what, I'm playing this turn. And then I can... No, I think this has to be correct. I think maybe I'm just dealing a bunch of damage this turn. And I'm not actually able to do lethal. This game is interesting. I think I have lethal and I'm just missing it, is the real problem. Like, I actually think that's true. This game is never played. You've never played Magic before. Magic is is quite the game if you've never seen it before. Yeah, because Kratos doesn't even kill them. I think I messed up. I think I could have won this turn. Instead, this is a kill in 2 turns, so it's not the worst, but... You played Hearthstone? This is... Magic's very different. I mean, they're the same genre, but... In terms of actual play, they wind up playing very differently. The reason for that is because you actually have to draw the lands rather than just getting the you get 1 resource every turn, right? And it builds up over time, whereas you actually have to draw the lands and play them. So it's a lot less explosive. Plus the lands do crazy things. There is like archetypes still. This is the most this is probably the most complex format. So, format like standard or limited, Magic and limited is very similar. One of the key differences though is the way the combat system works. You can't attack creatures. Yeah, you can't attack creatures in Magic. They have to willingly block with their creatures. So that changes a lot of things. Alright. I'm gonna use my... But yeah, the games do have some similarities, but there's a lot more ability-based stuff going on in Magic as well, which presents its own weird things. The reason I didn't attack with this is because it doesn't naturally untap, so I won't be able to very easily pay for all my stuff. I do not really know how to explain Magic, especially in the context of what's going on in this game. Just because Legacy is such a complex format. But I am playing I'm playing the format that uses I'm playing the format that's equivalent to Wild, where every single card in existence is allowed, and that creates really weird effects that happen. My opponent was dead there to this Progenitus. They couldn't do anything about it. They couldn't find a Glacial Chasm, but even if they did find Glacial Chasm, I don't think they could get there. Alright, we're playing for another trophy on the play, which is great. And this hand is kind of slow, but I think works. I think it's still good. It's good. It's especially good if we're playing against a fair deck. I guess in an unfair deck, we're gonna have some troubles. I think the hand's worth keeping. I probably mulled a 6. There is a good question of whether we're supposed to turn 1 Green Sun Zenith into Dryad Arbor, or if I'm supposed to save the Green Sun. I think I'm supposed to save the Green Sun because I think I need to get Heritage Druid for this hand. So I'm gonna play the Nettle on turn 1. Hopefully we're playing against some fair deck. This hand is very well set up for a fair matchup. That's like a mixture of fair and unfair. They're not a combo deck, but they're definitely an unfair deck. First thing I'm gonna do is attack. And I can either Arbor plus Ranger, or I can Visionary. I think I'm best off Visionarying. Looks like Elves is going better than Espervile is going much better. I think doing unfair things is very powerful, and I think that's why this is working. Mainly because Alistor's Shepherd is a house. Alright. Oh, that's a pretty good draw. So I can't cast a lot of the things in my hand. Mainly these two. I can go get an Alistor's Shepherd, but then I'm not actually doing anything. So I think I'm... Alright. I'm gonna go get a Heritage Druid. Just because I don't think getting Shepherd's actually gonna do anything. The only reason I'm doing this is because I drew the natural order. Do I attack? I'm not gonna attack with the Sentinel. Nah. Yeah, I think just having... I think they both have as much fair deck resiliency, both Vile and Elves. Though... if they have all his dust here, that's really bad. No, that's so unfortunate. We were gonna win that turn. Damn. Well, now the Shepherd would have been way better. That's unfortunate. I think the play is correct. We're just... Our opponent's draw is just nutty. They can play Ugin here. If they have it. Or they can play Ulamog next turn. Am I supposed to block? No, I don't think I can. I think I just have to take it. I think I just have to hope to top deck. That's not good. Alright, we can still just draw a natural order and win the game. Okay. I really wish I traded now. It's okay though. Hopefully we can. That's not gonna do it. Oh, that was unfortunate. Wait, that was their draw for turn? How annoying. Oh well. That sucks. I guess I should have gotten the Shepherd. We're 2 draws away. I don't know. I don't think so. I didn't expect Thought Knot. I didn't have a reason to not expect it, but... Because I still would have only had 3 mana. But I get to like cast Quirion Ranger. Which takes me from 2 to 4. So then I could cast it anyways. I don't know. You came at the right time. I think you're a curse. JK, that's not actually how life works. Them having all that was not great though. Their main way they're winning is ramping into Ugin, Chalice of the Void, which we can control with Outsource Shepherd, and Carning for Bridge. This stops their mana ramp. This just kills everything that I just mentioned. I like bringing in the Progenitus here. I'm gonna shave on the late-ish game stuff. I'm gonna keep all the Shepherds in. I don't think, maybe some matchups I like shaving the Queen Ranger. I think this is one of them. I think I want all the Heritage Druids because I need as much mana as possible. Like, the Rangers help with mana, but I think the Druids are more important here. This hand's really good. I'm gonna keep it. They rolled a 6. Chalice isn't gonna do anything here, which is great. Need Chalice to do nothing. I think I'm gonna wind up having to get a Bayou though, rather than Dryad Arbor, because I'm probably gonna have to catch the trophy. Well, actually, I'm probably just gonna be able to ramp fast enough to where it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm gonna try to just ramp up to the point where that doesn't matter. Where the trophy doesn't matter. Which is gonna be a lot of draws. Another Quirion Ranger. Big question here is, do I just do a mini Glimpse turn here? Or do I just play out Ranger Shepherd? I think I play out Ranger Shepherd. Or I can Ranger. Actually, I think double Ranger is better. Looks like a Chalice. That is not a Chalice. Okay, so now here I can natural order for Progenitus and risk there being like a ramp into All's Dust or Ugin. Or I can try to get some draws off with this Glimpse plus Shepherd. I'm gonna do a natural order play. Sack the Ranger. Alright. This is a 2-turn clock. My guess is that they're gonna Karn and then grab Bridge and hope that's gonna be enough. Or they're not gonna cast anything. Not really sure what that means. Probably means all is dust. I can also trophy this, but then the Karn plan works really well. I might actually, no, I'll attack. I can also trophy a Cloud Post here, and then they're left with only 4 mana. Yeah. Oh, they didn't have a land yet. Two, three, four. They only have 6 mana. Wow, they have Warping Wheel and Spatial Contortion as interaction? That's really obnoxious. Oh, they can't counter Natural Order if I have a Shepherd in play, though. Alright, they scooped. I have a feeling that if I didn't trophy that Cloud Post, we were gonna get, like, Ugin or something, because they were gonna have a lot of mana. They were gonna have 9 mana. So yeah, well, I guess Ugin doesn't do it. It had to be either All is Dust or Karn minus. I think I just leave everything. I don't think there's a reason to. I don't think I want Thoughtseize. I think I'm better off just racing. Plus, with how often they have Chalice, I think that I'm better off not trying to fight on that angle. Oh god. This hand's getting mulliganed. Mainly because I has a Progenitor Descendant. The rest of it doesn't do that much either. What about this hand? Doesn't really do that much. The Abrupt Decay is kind of cool for Chalice, but the rest of it doesn't win the game. I think I'm better off going to 5. Okay, this is the best hand of the bunch. I think turn 1. Man. I'm going Once Upon a Time and hopefully hit a Cradle. Because that's my plan, I think I'm bottoming this forest. Because I'm going to go Green Sun for a Dry Arbor anyways. I want the second Green Sun in case I have to go get Shepherd. I really don't want the trophy. Like, I think I want to try to race them here. The trophy and Cloud Post turned out to work pretty well. Maybe the Nettle's not very good. I think it's a trophy. Okay. I need a Cradle. No, those are Cradles. I think Ranger. I think Ranger is better than land here. Let's go grab a Bayou. Alright, hopefully their draw is not very good. It's kind of what we're hoping for here. They also mulled a 6. The Ranger just makes a lot of mana because we have this Dryad Arbor. Now if they exile this Dryad Arbor with like a Warping Whale, we're screwed. Okay, they're gonna have 2 mana. You guys want me to agree to a money match, standard Twin Blade versus standard Golos field? You say you thought you meant Caw Blade? Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, there's no way the Twin Blade matchup doesn't. Caw Blade, okay. You almost just got to like murk somebody to take their lunch money. This is rough. You didn't want to take his lunch money. So I could glimpse here and then just hope to rip a land like a savage. My other line of play is I can Green Sun for... I don't think I would Green Sun. I guess I could just double Sentinel. And then next turn I could Green Sun for Druid. That Spyglass sucked. If I go like Glimpse Sentinel and then I don't draw a land, I'm basically just dead. There's not much I can do. I think I Sentinel. Then if I draw a land, I can Glimpse. I can Green Sun. Well, this is rough. I think I'm best off playing double Sentinel here. I think this is correct. That Spyglass sucked. It actually really hurt. This also plays the best around I can't even think of what that card's called. Brain. Chalice of the Void. Oh no. This could be very bad. They made their Spyglass at 2-2. Okay. Well, I have one turn to go off. I guess that's the opportunity I'm getting because they're gonna grab Ballista next turn and just murk me. So go grab Heritage Druid. Alright, we got 2 draws. Draw any elf. That also works. Ooh, that guy's cradle is nice. I am going to untap the druid, bounce this. Alright, deck. You gotta keep churning. Oh, I can just cast that at this point. I can't believe we won that game. 2 trophies in the same day. Los dos. Oh, that's sick. We did not get a 5-0, 10-0, but we did go 10-0 in matches on the day. With elves, not with Vile.